Thank you. New overnight, one person is hurt after a hit and run in Denver. Police say a driver hit a pedestrian near the intersection of East Colfax and Grant. That's right near the state capitol. Police first tweeted about this around 1:45 this morning. We don't have an update yet on how the victim is doing. Police say they're still working to get information about the suspect.
Right now, police are looking for a man accused of shooting and killing a man in Westminster. This happened yesterday morning. Police say the investigation led them to an apartment complex in Arvada. They asked people who lived there to stay inside for hours. So far, police have not found the suspect or released any names, but they do say that he and the victim knew each other, and they don't believe that he is a threat to the general public. And in Denver, 2 people are dead and 5 are hurt after a shooting Sunday morning in the Park Hill neighborhood. Police say it happened at an after-hours club called Hell's Lovers Motorcycle Club. 9 News reporter Brianna Fernandez is live outside the club now. And Brianna, it seems police are just beginning this investigation.
Yeah, that's exactly right. So we know yesterday when police were here just investigating exactly how this shooting unfolded, they said that they found evidence outside of this club early Sunday morning. Now, they're still working to find out what led up to the shooting and if there's any evidence inside of that club as well. So I do want to show you some video yesterday. This is 24 hours later. This is what the scene looks like. Now, we know 2 people were killed in the shooting. 5 others were hurt. And police did tell us yesterday that several of those people were in surgery. Now, this morning, we're working to learn more about how those people are doing, and police are also investigating if any of those victims fired gunshots. Unfortunately, this kind of scene is not new for police.
It's like a repeating nightmare that happens every few months out here. We've had multiple mass shootings on this particular corner for years.
Now, this is Denver's 5th mass shooting in the last 6 months. Back in May, 1 person died and 4 others were hurt at an apartment complex on Girard Avenue. Now, in June, 10 people were hurt at a shooting at a Nuggets fan celebrated as a team's championship won. Now, police say a 17-year-old shot 5 people outside of Whiskey Road, and that happened back in September in Lodo. And last month, 3 people died and 3 others were hurt in a shooting at a party in an industrial park. Now, as for the shooting here at the Park Hill neighborhood, police have not made any arrests, and they have yet to release the names of the victims that are still in the hospital. Corey, Jordan.
All right, Brianna, thank you. Now, so far this year, there have been 597 mass shootings across the U.S. For context, there were 647 by the end of last year. The Gun Violence Archive defines a mass shooting as 4 or more people shot in the same incident.
The teen accused of shooting 5 people outside a bar in downtown Denver is set to be in court today. Police brought 17-year-old Kiana Rosenberg back to Colorado last week after police arrested her in Southern California. Police say Rosenberg tried to get into Whiskey Row in September. When security had a problem with her ID, she pulled out a gun and shot 5 people. All of those people survived. She's facing 7 counts of attempted murder. Rosenberg will be tried as an adult.
Today, the jury will start deliberating again in the trial of Nathan Woodyard. He was the first officer to stop Elijah McClain in Aurora 4 years ago. Woodyard is charged with reckless manslaughter for his role in McClain's death. He stopped McClain because of a 911 call about him looking sketchy, though McClain hadn't done anything wrong. Woodyard put McClain in a neck hold and restrained him. Prosecutors say the neck hold started a cascade of medical issues that put McClain in a life-threatening situation. Woodyard's defense says that it was the sedative given by paramedics that killed McClain. The jury got about 4 hours of deliberation in Friday. We will keep you updated on air and online as soon as they come to a decision.
Tomorrow is Election Day in Colorado. You'll have until the end of the day to vote if you haven't already. So let's go over a few things that you're going to see on your ballot. The biggest issue has to do with your property taxes and Tabor refunds. That's Prop HH. Voters will decide whether they want to give up part of their Tabor refunds for a cut in property tax increases. If it passes, Democratic state lawmakers already passed a plan that would even out Tabor refunds next year, so lower income people would get more. You'll also see some local elections too. In Aurora, for example, Mayor Mike Kaufman is running for re-election. He's facing 2 Democratic challengers. Councilmember Juan Marcano is a vocal critic of Kaufman. The 2 regularly clash during city council meetings. And then Jeff Sanford has never held public office. That's the mayor's race. Is technically nonpartisan, by the way, so you won't see any D's or R's on the ballot. Between the statewide questions and your local races, there can be a lot to keep track of. That's why we have a voter guide up on our website right now to help you out. We can send you a link right to your phone. Just text the word VOTE to 303-871-1491. That link will also have a map of every voting location in the state, including polling places and drop boxes. It is too late to mail in your ballot. You have until 7 p.m. tomorrow to turn it in.
We are officially less than a year out from the 2024 presidential election, and this week Republican candidates will debate for a third time. This one is happening in Miami on Wednesday. NBC News anchors Lester Holt and Kristen Welker are going to moderate this one. You're going to be able to watch it right here on 9 News. It's not clear yet exactly how many people will participate, but the Republican frontrunner, former President Donald Trump, has said he will not be there. He is planning to hold a rally in South Florida at the same time.
Today, Trump is set to testify in his fraud trial in New York. He and his sons are accused of exaggerating their business assets. Last week, his sons, Eric and Donald Trump Jr., both testified, and his daughter, Ivanka, is set to take the stand on Wednesday. The Attorney General's team says they plan to rest their case after that. This is not a jury trial, meaning the judge will be the only person to decide on a verdict.
New overnight, Israel says its troops have basically split Gaza in half, North Gaza and South Gaza. That means the northern part of Gaza is completely cut off from the south. They say there will be a one-way path for people to flee to the south. The Israeli army is expected to go into Gaza City, which is in the north, within the next 48 hours as part of its ground siege. Also overnight, phone and internet service went down in Gaza for the third time since the war started. Aid workers say that makes it harder for people to get to safety and medical care. All across the world, leaders are calling for a humanitarian ceasefire.
The death toll has reached more than 10,000, actually, almost 10,000 people, and 4,000 of those are children. I really think that humanity has to beg itself a question: where is the limit for humanity to become inhumanity?
The Biden administration is supporting a humanitarian pause. Right now, U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken is in Turkey as part of his visit to the Middle East. He spoke to the Turkish foreign minister about the war between Israel and Hamas and what that pause might mean for other countries in the region.
And one thing you want to know about the weather today, it is going to be mild, but we're going to see that mixture of clouds and sunshine today. And the temperatures for the northern metro area, you can see Fort Collins, 69, 71 in Greeley, 72 in Denver. Just about everybody with milder than normal temperatures and partly sunny skies.